So today I'm going to show you how to spice up your tuna. Are you sick and tired of eating tuna out of a can with a mayonnaise? You want something different, easy, quick, and still on the healthy side for a post-workout meal? I'll show you what to do. A few ingredients. 2 cans of tuna. I like the Sharper brand because it's cheaper, but you don't have to get Sharper brand. You can get any kind of tuna you want. This works well with albacore or white chunk tuna. It doesn't matter, your choice. 40 grams of protein, a green bell pepper, a red bell pepper, an onion, and some cilantro. That's all you need. Oh, and a little bit of olive oil. And that's all you'll need for this recipe. Now, what you want to do is you want to cut them in really small pieces. Heat up the vegetables first, probably for 2 or 3 minutes until they start to look a little bit soggy. Then you mix in your tuna. When you're done with that, when the tuna starts to dry up, you add half a lemon and you're good to go. So now we've cut up our vegetables in really small pieces. I'll give you a sample. So I have my onions. I used about a half onion. It could be a white onion or a red onion, your choice. I got them really small, just to taste. That's how I like them. You can make them a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, up to you. The same thing with the green and red pepper. Cut them in small chunks, you know. That's just my preference. You can do it the long way, however you like. And my cilantro, I didn't really cut up because it's already like leafy and you can just add it in however you like. All right. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna heat up the pan for about a minute. Once that pan's a little bit warm, you're gonna add some Pam just because it makes it a little easier to not stick. You can use olive oil or whatever you like. I like Pam because it doesn't like sizzle back or sparkle back. Sure, leave that out. Just make sure you have enough in there so when you put your vegetables, remember they have water, so it's gonna spray it back a bit. All right, that should be good enough. And just start adding your vegetables. And this recipe takes no more than 5 minutes to make, at most. Now, the trick with the cilantro is you want to add that towards the end of heating up your vegetables because it loses flavor very quickly. So you want to make sure that flavor gets absorbed into the tuna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it in slightly before I add the tuna. Spread this out, make sure it doesn't stick or burn. And this is going to be for about 2 minutes or so. So now, as you can see my vegetables, they've been stirring or heating up for about 2 minutes now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the cilantro to it. I mean, not that much. And I'm going to let that become a little bit dehydrated, if you will. And once they start to look a little bit duller, that's when I'll add the tuna to it. Alright, so now my vegetables have been here for about 3 minutes altogether. My green pepper, onion, and my red pepper first, and then I added my cilantro a little bit after, so it doesn't lose flavor too quickly. Now I'm going to add 2 cans of tuna, 40 grams of protein. Now these are already pre-drained. Make sure they're a little as dry as possible. You're going to put them in. Nice and easy. Get it all in there. Okay, now I'm adding my second can of tuna. Spread it out a little bit so that it cooks or heats up evenly rather. So you're not really cooking it, you're more just heating it up. So you spread it out as much as possible and you mix it in with your vegetables. And you start to just mix them in. As well as you can without making a mess. Okay. Now, once you get to this point, what you want to do is you want to make sure it dries up a little bit, so not a lot of moisture retained in it. Mix more evenly. Now, I can already see the color of the tuna changing a bit. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, just for good fats, and garnishing purposes. It's not really for cooking purposes, more just for the flavor and to make sure you have your good fats in there as well. All right. So that. I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of olive oil all around, so it's evenly spread out. And I'm turning and tossing my tuna at the same time. Now, as you can probably see, the vegetables already turned colors, So this is probably good to go already. If you want to stop at this point and take it out, you can. I'm going to do that in about 1 minute just because I like it when it's really dry. But again, that's up to your taste. You can try it out to yourself and see which one you like better. Which style, a little bit dry, a little more moist. A little more moist. Alright. I'm going to turn the fire off. Just make sure it doesn't stick to the pan. Now you can see the tuna changed a little bit color, got a little bit dark. It got a little bit darker. The vegetables lost a little bit of the color, but all that flavor is trapped in the tuna. Now, the great thing about this is great with sweet potatoes, with a wrap. You can do it with rice. It's whatever carb you want to add to this, you can do it. This goes great with anything. Now, mind you, another great thing about this particular recipe is you can do it with chicken, you can do it with turkey, ground turkey, beef, ground beef, ground turkey breasts, chicken breasts, whatever you like. This goes great with almost anything. Now, if you want to add extra flavor to it, I would like to add half a lemon to it, which is what I have this here for. This I always add at the end, not while it's cooking, because then it gets too sour for my taste. And that'll be all. I hope you enjoy it. Good luck.
Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle Little, and today I'm going to show you how to make a protein shake. Basically like a meal replacement shake, because it's going to have your carbs, it's going to have your fats, it's going to have your potassium, and most importantly, your protein. So some people just like to mix the protein with the water, but I actually like to make mine more of a slushy, more like a, a frozen drink, because I like to enjoy mine a lot more. What you do is you start, I already put the ice in, you see that? It's about 3 to 4 ice cubes, you put it in the blender. And also, you bake your sweet potatoes for your carbs, and you put them in the refrigerator just to make them a little cool. Put a little sweet potato in there. A lot of people would have never thought of that, by the way, to put sweet potato in the shake, but it actually gives it a pretty... So yeah, I put the sweet potato in for the carbs. It's a very healthy carb. And like I said, a lot of people don't think of adding something like that into their shake, but that's what you do because you want this shake to take the place of an entire meal. Add 2 scoops of protein. I like chocolate protein, so you add 2 scoops of that. For a little flavor and some healthy fats, I like to add peanut butter in mine. So, just take it, give it about a nice scoop size. I like to put about that much peanut butter in. Put that in there. And I like to freeze my bananas, of course, to give it more of a frozen type taste. I like my bananas cold, I like my shake cold, so I went and put a regular banana in there. What I do is I cut them up and freeze them, and then just add a few in there. About maybe enough that'll equal about a half or 3/4 of a banana. So throw those in there. Give it a nice taste. Water. The BCAAs, they work a little bit better. They absorb more in water, so I like to use water more than milk. Usually about 4 to 6 ounces, just enough to cover the top of everything. So add the water in. And once you do that, you put the top on. And my friend, you are ready to blend. And for your finishing touches, you just pour it in the cup. And there you have your protein shake with everything in it. Your protein, your carbs, your fats, everything. Delicious.